I saw some clips from The View the other day. And first of all, let me say, I'm not sure why anybody watches that show. Those are the most hateful, nasty, spiteful, vengeful, disgusting, pale human beings I've ever seen in my life. So apparently Joy Behar and Mark Cuban are friends. And Mark Cuban and Donald Trump had a press conference together talking about their discount companies to try to help Americans be able to afford their medication. So Joy Behar is saying on The View, I can't believe Mark Cuban would do that. To join forces with Trump, blah, 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 blah. Here again, Mark Cuban and Donald Trump are both trying to buy medicine in bulk so they can sell it cheaper to people who need it and who are having trouble affording their medicine that Big Pharma won't help. So Joy Behar, I don't know what your problem could possibly be. You know, these two men are trying to work together to help the American people. And then somebody, I don't know which one of the right.
Mark Cuban went from,
we need Kamala Harris to be the next president of the United States of America.
To this.
I think other than you, I've been the biggest proponent of TrumpRx.com.
What a damn shame him normalizing this to Americans. Over $400 million so far on TrumpRx, and Mark Cuban recognizes this. The reason he's
Yes, it is now clear to me that if Trump discovers something that can treat cancer, these people will oppose it. Yeah. I don't understand. Anything Trump put his hand, if it's a good thing, these people will criticize it. They are now calling out Mark Cuban everywhere on social media simply because he partnered to work with Trump on this. I don't know. This is to benefit everybody, but it seems like, I watched Cackling the View. The kind of things this must spew out about this issue was something I wasn't expecting. It get crazy. Before we go into the full analysis, take a look at this video.
Rx.gov. Bark.
Thank you for having me, Mr. President. I think other than you, I've been the biggest proponent of TrumpRx.com.
Before I continue, Mark Cuban replied to this video that has been posted everywhere saying, Aaron, who posted this video originally, come on, why did you cut off even the next lines where I say Republicans want cheaper drugs, independents want cheaper drugs, Democrats want cheaper drugs? Mark, I'm not even going to bring up the fact that when reporters asked you today if you regret your vote for Kamala Harris, you said you're not there to discuss your politics.
Do you regret supporting former Vice President?
I'm not going into my politics at all.
Have you always been?
Mr. President, I think other than you, I've been the biggest proponent of TrumpRx.com. And the reason for that is Republicans want cheaper drugs, independents want cheaper drugs, Democrats want cheaper drugs, and together, I think we're going to do something special. What makes Cost Plus Drugs different is that when you click through TrumpRx to our site, not only will you see a great price, but you'll see our actual cost and that we only mark it up 15%. And what makes this incredible, Mr. President, all the volume and all the people that are going to come from the site, as our volumes go up, our costs go down, which means we'll be ending up charging less to people over a period of time. So this is a special announcement. This is a special partnership. 559 of those drugs are ours, so we're really excited to be part of this. Thank you so much for having me, and I'll turn it over to Chris Klopp.
It is very disappointing sometimes when I see people, criticizing good things like this. This will benefit everybody. At some point, the kind of meltdown they are putting out, if you watch some of the videos, you will not get any sense out of it. If you take a look at this, the View star Joy Behar crashes out over Mark Cuban's involvement in Trump's RX, designed to lower costs for life-saving prescriptions. She hews at her co-stars for supporting lowering prescription costs to a fraction of what they used to. She needs TDS prescription start, right? That's very important. I understand that It has always been like that. But sometimes pretend, like this is good. Accept it.
So Joy Behar, I don't know what your problem could possibly be. These two men are trying to work together to help the American people. And then somebody, I don't know which one of the it was, but somebody made a comment about, well, if Trump's in charge of the medicine, we'll die, or something like that. It's like, why can we not work together to do things for the betterment of our country? Why does anything that has anything to do with Donald Trump?
Okay.
First of all, you lie down with dogs, you wake up with fleas. All right, that's number one. And I like Mark Cuban. I've always liked him, but this is a mistake. And once Trump puts his name on prescriptions, we're all going to die. Okay?
Yeah.
He put his name on the Trump shuttle, the Trump vodka, the Trump University, the Trump hotel,
Trump steaks,
and my
too.
favorite, the casinos that all went bankrupt.
Yeah.
The drugs
Do not go there,
The drugs
Mark.
don't actually have his name. They're existing drugs.
Whatever.
It's a
If he's
marketplace,
involved with it.
No, I literally a
What is
medication that I had to take for IVF is a 1/10 of the price on Trump RX. I don't, whatever, it's tacky that his name is on it. Mark Cuban has dedicated his life to bringing down prescription drug costs. The average family, 1/3 of Americans cut back on essential foods and utilities to be able to cover their prescription drug costs. You're not going to convince me that just because Trump's involved, we should be like, screw it, don't bring down prescription drug costs.
If he's going to make a profit out of it, don't take it.
I completely agree with that.
Americans
I agree with you, Joy, on this one.
No.
He is a failed businessman, and if you heard what he said, we both want to make people wealthy. He didn't say
so
healthy.
I should pay 10 times more
he
for
said
my
wealthy, which
medication.
means to me that there's something in it for him. This is not a well-intentioned person.
These people have just made it a thing, like they have to oppose anything Trump is doing. I don't know. It will not make you less a Democrat if you accept certain things, like this is a good idea, I appreciate it, then you continue to criticize him the way you want. It get crazy to me to see people opposite every single thing he is doing. They are now attacking Mark Cuban after this. I don't understand. A Democrat are fond of this. Immediately you work with somebody they disagree with, they turn you into something else. You saw the effort this guy put in to Kamala campaign. Going everywhere campaigning, saying a lot of things, going after Trump, but still Trump is able to stand with him on the podium, implying that Trump doesn't care what happened during the campaign. Now, they are into the work. If this can benefit people, what is the issue?
In Dallas, we're working really close with Trump RX, which I love. We're going to be integrating our list of medications there. We're looking to bring manufacturing from overseas for generics to Dallas. And so there's so many things we're doing.
Thank you guys for always been sharing out the videos. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip. Please keep the videos and share out.
But now with other Hollywood celebrities to try to take Spencer down.
Oh, hi, if you're seeing this video, this is a reminder that a straight white male, former reality star that has no previous experience in government should not be a legitimate political candidate. Have we learned anything yet? The bar is on the floor, people.
In 2010. It's just a fun one. You can look it up. There's articles. It wasn't like a big party. There was like 7 people there.
And I have seen this city just fall apart, over the last, 8, 9 years. And
I love that Chelsea Handler was encouraging her fans not to vote for Pratt.
And here, God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips at the end, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
Companies, they don't have to pay for people to rebuild their homes. And
By baseball. Guys, Nithya Raman is conspiring with Karen Bass.
I just wanted to share how happy I am to be out.
the city councilwoman is going to be her.
These cases with
can't keep streetlights on.
Here. He's elitist in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualifications, right? I have with someone qualified for power.
Yeah, there's been
rules in the middle of the game and give himself.
They need to go to New York.
Present
the black community.
It's illegal. Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles,
able to laugh at him.
It'll be fun.
More access.
They gerrymandered the state, and Trump started it.
The win in yesterday's redistricting.
It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
Until the First Lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
How does this benefit?
An actor.
I'm an actor.
I'm an actor.
Creative content.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
So I have to say,
We don't even have the trust of our own people.